What is up, you guys? This is Spidey1997, and today we're finally going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Studio Series. You have the new Deluxe class Sideswipe, and oh my gosh, guys, this is just a great line to collect. So far, Hasbro has been and Takara Tomy have been killing it with these Studio Series. Another great representation of the character from the movie. Very, very nice. I will say this wasn't my this is not the version of Sideswipe that I prefer. I actually prefer the one in Revenge of the Fallen when he had the actual Corvette with the roof and everything. This is mostly from from the third movie, which is Dark of the Moon. But still, it's still a great vehicle mode for what it is. I really like the way the vehicle mode looks, I have to say. Before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the packaging like we always do. By the way, I found these guys at Walmart, so go check your Walmart. I also been seeing people posting online saying they found at Target, also Target and Walmart. So those are the only two places that I would say check for these new Studio Series figures. So anyways, you got Sideswipe, Transformers Dark of the Moon, nothing at the top, Transformers, nothing at the bottom. At the side, you got a nice picture of a Sideswipe. Other picture of Sideswipe with the Autobot logo. You got the prototype of the figure, the vehicle mode, and the characters from these wave. I'm not really interested in this one. I don't really care about this one. I don't know why they waste their money on that one. We already have that, except it's just the dirty version. They put more dirt, rust, and stuff. But of course, Barricade. I did get Barricade, so stay tuned for that review. Other than that, this is really a good representation. Anyways, so here is the figure itself. The figure itself is just gorgeous, man. The vehicle mode looks really nice. It looks fast. I really like it. But before I forget, let me just give you a quick size comparison with the original Dark of the Moon figure for this Sideswipe. So here he is. Sorry, my voice. But here is the original one. I believe this came out back in 2011. Yeah, it's a long time, man. It's crazy how time flies. But very, very nice. And you can see how time has changed, man. Like this, even though this guy looks more movie accurate, he's a little bit smaller compared to the original one. Sorry. But yeah, here's the size comparison. As you can see the side profile of the vehicle. Unfortunately, the rims are not painted on the new one. I might do that. Even though I kept saying that I'm tired of customizing my figures because I don't like to ruin the figure and of course the value of the figure. But still, I think the rims for me the rims just need silver paint in my opinion. But still, of course, here's the back. You can see the crappy job I did back in the day, but whatever. But you can see all the details are the same. Of course, this one doesn't have the license plate like this one. Here is the top. It still has the hollow you can see through, which kind of sucks, but whatever, it is what it is. This, of course, it has black seats. This one has more of a gray seats. The windows are more of a kind of like a black, I would say, translucent black or purple. Well, now they're looking in the light, it looks kind of purplish, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna say black, but this one's more of a more clear. You got the Corvette logo, which is painted on the new one. This one I had to do my. Oh wait, no, it was already painted like that. So yeah, but you can see the silver paint on this guy just looks crazy. It looks so crappy, man. I don't know what I was thinking back then, but you know, that's just how I was back then, just desperate at customizing figures. But you know, I still like this figure for what it is, but whatever. And of course the bottom, here's the bottom. And there you go. You can see his head right there. Of course, you can store the guns. So yeah, you can see the paint that I've painted. But other than that, that is enough with the size comparison. The vehicle mode itself, like I said, nice silver paint. I'm glad they painted it silver. Originally, the original Dark of the Moon Sideswipe, it was more of a dull plastic, which kind of sucks. That's why I painted it back in the day. But still, I'm so happy that Hasbro and Takara Tomy have decided to paint the Corvette. Of course, it would have been nice if they painted the rims. But other than that, still a great figure to get. So, yeah. You can see the steering wheel, of course. All the details inside. Very, very nice. Now, to start the transformation... Oh, and before I forget, of course, let me give you another comparison with the same... the character that comes with in this wave as well. Here is Barricade. the new Studio Series Barricade. You can see how small he is compared to Sideswipe. Very small. You can see he's more wider. Very nice. Alright, that's enough with the comparison. So, starting off with the transformation. First you want to do is you want to grab here and untab it from the legs. There you go. It's a little bit apart for me. A lot of people don't like that, but I don't really care. It's still, you know, it is what it is. So, it is, I personally doesn't bother me. So, there you go. You just take that off. You can see these tabs right here. I will say the clear plastic kind of worry me at times, because I realize that clear plastic like to break easily. So I don't know what they were thinking, why they use clear plastic for these tabs, but you know, whatever. So let me put that aside. And then what you want to do is you want to grab here and untab this part like that. You want to make sure these are untabbed like this. You can see these clear plastic tabs. Of course, clear plastic tabs. Not a big fan of that, but whatever. And you can start bringing this whole piece down like that. There you go. And then you just want to untab this, and it's on a ball joint which pops out. Okay, there you go. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to rotate this piece back. Oh, I'm sorry, you bring, okay, so you see this, it was like that before, and then you rotate this piece on the hinge right here, and then what you want to do is you want to fold the wheel in, fold this heel piece back, fold these pieces in, and of course you bring this brown piece right here, and that will tab in the wheel, I believe, like that. So there's one leg pretty much done. Okay, next up, do the same thing on the other side. You just want to bring this piece back, rotate this piece forward, rotate that wheel down, bring this brown piece in, peg that in like so, and of course bring the heel back. And you're basically done with the legs. Okay, then what you want to do is you come here up here to the wheels of the back of the car, you just bring this, and you can see the guns are stored right here on the back of his hand. You can see there's tabs right there, these clips where this tab will go in. So just take those out. And what you want to do is you just want to untab this piece right here, which is kind of a pain, but you know, once you get the hang of it. Kind of scared of breaking this toy because it kind of does feel. Oh, and another thing before I forget, it's very noticeable, but you just push this in and just collapse in. I mean, big difference, but whatever. You can do that if you want. So you just want to untab this piece like that. So you bring these in, and these of course will untab like that. You just want to bring this whole piece down, untab this, bring that down, okay, and then you bring these pieces in. This will hinge down, this whole piece would tab in. You can see there's a peg right there that will tab in to that hole right there on the chest. So just peg that in, and then what you want to do is you want to bring this inward like that. Bring that in, it's on a hinge, just bring that in. And then what you want to do is you want to rotate. You might want to get all this out of the way. Of course, fold this piece in, and then what you want to do is you want to rotate this section like that. Am I doing it right? I think I am. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing it right. And then you bring that down. A little bit tricky, but once you get this in hand, it's not that hard. But since I'm reviewing it in front of a camera, it's kind of difficult. But anyways, what you want to do is you want to bring the arms up like that. Bring out the hands out like that. Same thing on the other side. Do the same thing. Fold out the hand. You want to make sure the hand or the shoulder are up all the way. Okay, and then next thing you do is you want to bring this piece and you want to rotate. It doesn't want to rotate. Oh, okay, so you just want to move that out of the way. You want to rotate that, bring that down. You can see there's this clear piece right here, this clear tab right here, and then we'll peg into that hole right there. And you just want to tab that in like that. And there you have the backpack for Sideswipe. And you can do anything with these. These are just on a hinge, also on a ball joint. So you just bring that down like that. And next thing you do, then of course you just want to adjust the piece right here on his shoulders. Bring the head down. Bring these down, of course. And I think we're done. Let's see if I didn't miss anything. Hopefully we didn't miss anything. And there you go. There is Studio Series Sideswipe in robot mode. And like I said, guys, this is just a great representation of the movie Sideswipe from the Michael Bay movies. Very, very nice. Again, it's not the Sideswipe version I like for the movie. I would have preferred the Revenge of the Fallen. I guess you can, since he's in this robot mode, you can't really tell. So I guess you can kind of make this a Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe, but once you transform him back in his vehicle mode, then it's Dark of the Moon Sideswipe. But still, I really like the way this guy looks. So the accessories, of course, that he comes with are these two pistols right here. Let me just stand him. He stands fine too, so you won't have trouble with standing this guy. You can see he does come with these two double barrel guns. I believe they're from the Mexican standoff scene with Ironhide, which is nice. So very nice. You can see some black details right here, and of course the barrels. And they're just molded in these brown plastic. And you can store them if you want. What you want to do is you just want to come up here and move these pieces out of the way. You can see there's these hole right there and this tab right there. The same tab you would peg in his hand. You just want to tab that in like that. And it's not tabbing in. Is it the other gun? Let's see if I'm doing it. It's not tabbing in. But yeah, you get the idea. It can tab in, but I just don't want to risk breaking the figure in front of the camera. Another thing you can do, of course, is you can, if you want, I don't know which way, doesn't matter which way. Let's see if it does. I think it does. Yeah, I don't know if it's this way. Yeah, I think it's this way. And then you bring this one right here and then do the same thing. Of course, the tab will go in that hand right there. And there you go. Now he has his arm blades already up. And there you have Sideswipe with the blades. Like I said, just gorgeous representation of the character. The head sculpt on this guy is gorgeous. It would have been nice if they had added some silver paint on the head, but he does have some paint on his face, which is really, really good. You can see all that detail. You can see the mouth, his eyes are painted blue. The red, of course, for the taillights. Not a lot of paint in robot mode, I will say. The silver was mostly in the vehicle mode. But this you can kind of see silver right here, but that's the vehicle mode part. But mostly like the legs to the waist to the forearms and right here, it's all gray plastic, which kind of sucks, but it still doesn't really bother me. It's still a great looking Sideswipe figure, I will say. Very, very nice looking, I will say. Very, very nice. So yeah, articulation wise, his head can look up this far, down that far, can look side to side, which is really tight on my copy of the figure, but you can do that. His arms can go out and the shoulder things pop, or the blades pop out, but his shoulders can go out that far, can go down that far, can go all the way around if you want, but it will kind of get blocked in the way by this piece. And then his elbows can bend in like that. His hand can only go up and down because of transformation. Does he have a waist swivel? Yes, he does. He has a waist swivel. He does have, his legs can go out that far, back that far, which is good. Can go out that far. He does have a thigh swivel, which is nice. He does have a knee joint, of course. You can see the pistons right here, which is a nice detail, which I do like. I really appreciate that when they do that. And another hinge right here because of transformation, if you want to do that. So yeah, so far I'm digging the Studio Series line. for me, it's between the Siege line and the Studio Series line. Still looking for Jetfire. I've seen some people that found Jetfire at Target. Hopefully one day I'll get to find that guy, because I really want to have a Jetfire in my collection. Unfortunately, I wasn't into the collecting back in the day, but you know, the leader class Jetfire just doesn't hold on, or it doesn't stand, or how would I say it? It doesn't look really that good now. Maybe back in the day it looked good, but since they're making better figures now and their figures are improving, I will say that the new Studio Series Jetfire looks way better than the original leader class Jetfire. But overall, like I said, guys, if you guys can get this guy at retail for the retail price, I believe they're $20 if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're $20, but very nice. Like I said, I've been talking a lot about this figure, but you can just tell how pleased I am with this Sideswipe figure. Very nice. It's been a while since I've had a Sideswipe figure. The only Sideswipe figure I have in my collection is that Darker Than Moon one and the sidearm Sideswipe. And I totally forgot to bring out that sidearm Sideswipe for a comparison in robot mode, so I do apologize for that. But like I said, if you guys are a big Michael Bay fan and you like the movie design for Sideswipe, I would say get this guy. You will not regret it. When I went to Walmart, they only had 2, but by the time I came back, it was already gone. So I'm glad I already got this guy. So, like I said, I keep saying like I said, but it is just a great figure, guys. Really good. And another thing I forgot is you can see he has some paint right here on his abdomen right here, and the Corvette logo right there. And here's the back. So, yeah. Do I recommend this guy? If you guys can't tell already, I would say pick it up. You will not regret it. So that is all I have to say, guys. So please comment, subscribe. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. And this is Spidey1997 signing out, and have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys.